All right, let's talk about doing a blog post. I'm going to try to cover everything. I may go over stuff that you already know, but just to be safe, I'll cover a few different things. Which in case someone else is going to do a blog post for you, they can watch the video and they can kind of, if they're newbies and never done it before, at least they can kind of see how everything works. So here's a blog page. Obviously, we want to be logged in, and that's where I am right now. I'm logged into the admin section. We'll find posts. We can click any of these things to get where we want. I'll click all posts. And then this is what we have right now. These current, how many are 5 posts. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to start from scratch to make a new one. So I'll click add new from here. Obviously you can click it from here if you like. And when this loads up, we want to start with the title, of course. So, I'm just going to call this generic testing video posts, whatever. Then when we look down the page, what we'll see is the section for text. This is where your article would go. I strongly recommend not to copy and paste from a Word document. So if you've written it in Word and now you're going to add it to the blog post, or someone's sent you a blog post for you to post and it's written in a Word document or a Mac document, whatever that may be, I don't recommend it. There's ways you can kind of what's called make plain text, and you'd want to do that. Now there is an option in WordPress where you can insert as plain text. I don't trust it, and the reason I'm bringing all this up is Word document, for instance, has its own stylings, and when you paste it, copy and paste it, it can break the layout of the page, and then you paste it in there, and the page is all messed up, and you're wondering what's going on. So the easiest thing would be to click this button over here next to visual and then text. Would be to paste it into this. So as an example, I'll show you. Hold on real fast. Let's see. I need to grab some text. So let's copy this real fast. Okay, so I can paste it obviously right into here, like under the visual. This is all the buttons you can click to do stuff. I can paste that right in there, right? But if you're copying from a Word document, I recommend to use the text tab and paste it. And then you can come back here and start making your edits. So you'll notice that before this had the link to it, which is fine. But what I'm trying to bring up is it can cause problems. All right, enough of that. All right, so here's our fake post. And then what we want to do is attach a category to it. So right now you guys have latest news, peace between and peace among, satire today and world news. If it's in one of those categories already, you can just select it. You can select more than one, of course. You also can add a new one. So maybe something is new. Like a new category for videos or whatever it may be. You can just go ahead and click this, type it out, and then add it. I'm not going to add it because it's actually going to add that, and I don't want to make something up. Okay, so we got our categories selected. What we'll see up in this box, which is really important, is a save a draft and publish. I always recommend saving as you work. The power goes out, the website, knock on wood, which you shouldn't have it, website goes out, your internet goes out, and then now you've lost your work. So do save draft so it saves what you've done so far. Obviously, if you click publish, it's making that live for the world to see. So if you're not ready, a good thing to use is save draft. Okay. We also have in this box the publish, like if you want to basically, you're writing the article, but you don't want to publish it until a later date. So you're writing it now. Today's the 9th, I think. But you wanted to post a week from now. So what you can do is click the edit button and then select your month or your day and your time, and then you would just hit OK. All right, and then that's going to schedule for that posting to be made on that chosen date. All right. Next thing, these are boxes you can ignore. Basically, this is for other parts of your website, your membership stuff. You don't need to worry about that a whole lot. The big meat and potatoes for this is the text posts that would go here, your title, obviously, when to publish it, your categories, and then images. So we can put images 2 different ways. The first and main way is the big one that shows up in the blog preview. So that's the one we see here before we click read more. We also see it on the home page where if we scroll to the bottom or right here where it shows up in these spots, this is your featured image. So that's your main image. So I know it was asked about how do we display this graphic with the hands in it. That's pretty easy. So you'd want to come down to the featured image. And so instead of uploading a new one, so you're going to use the default image. Instead of uploading one, like for instance, you could upload, like if you click upload and select your file to upload, you know, whatever image that you have, you would select this icon, or excuse me, this image here with the icon in the middle. Right now, at the time of this video, it's right here. It's 7 or 8 in line. As you upload more images, this image is going to get pushed down, so you'll have to search for it. It's called blog default. So if something happens and you can't find it, you can always type in a couple words. So maybe I type blog in, and then there it is. You see it. All right, so it's checked. We selected it. We got a check mark on it. Select it. And then what you want to do is go ahead and set featured image. Make sure you wait for this to appear in the box. If you select it and then hit publish or save right away, it won't work. It'll ignore it. Make sure it loads in there. So that's one way to get an image into the blog post. The next way is to insert it directly into the text. So where do you want it? Do you want it in the beginning, in the middle somewhere? Let's just assume we want it at in the middle, and then we want it to be on the right. So what you want to do is select in the text. You can see the little blinking cursor. What we do is put it on the row that we want it. So don't worry about selecting it over here. Select it right here. Oops, sorry about that. Too many clicks. And then there's an add media box. We'll click this. And then same thing. You can click an image you've already uploaded, or you can go to upload and insert something. So for instance, I'll grab a quick file. Where are my images? Well, I'm not finding anything, so let's do, sorry about that. There we go, let's insert this one real fast. So I'll click this, and there it's uploading. Now this, real fast, this picture is giant. I recommend you don't upload pictures as big as I'm doing right now. Try to make them a bit smaller. 2000 is pretty large. I would say try not to be any wider than 1500 if you can. Because the larger the image, the slower it makes your website, and you have issues like that. Okay, so we uploaded our image, it's check marked, and then we want to do is scroll down to the right bottom, and these are display settings. So where do we want it for the picture to be? Do we want it on the left of the text? Do we want it on the right of the text, the center of the text? I'm going to have it on the right. It's not going to link anywhere, so meaning if I click it, nothing happens. And then what size? Clearly we don't want it full size because that's humongous. So I'll do medium. All right, and then I'll insert it into the post. And now you can see that it's on the right. And then, well, this is good that this happened, because this actually is good, because I probably would not have covered this. But you see this little thing of text? That shouldn't be there. Let me show you how to get rid of that. Okay, I undid my action, so let's try it again. Select it, and then I see where it says caption. So if you want to have a caption below your text, you could do that, but we don't necessarily need it. So get rid of that. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. And then what we'll have is the image on the right. And then let's go ahead and publish. So we can check to see what we have. Come back to the blog, and we should have this as the first posts. And here we are. So this is the image right here. You can see testing post video. And if I click read more, I'll come, there's the main image again. It's a featured image. And then here is the image I inserted into the text. And this is the categories for it. Now let's say you don't like the image. You're like, I don't like it here. I want it on the left. So we can come back, and if you click on the actual image, you have some options. You can see which align right, so I can click on align left. I can also edit the image. So maybe I want to make it a different size. I want to add a caption to it or something. Maybe I want to replace it. So you could do all that. Then you would just click update. And you can also obviously delete it by clicking this button right here. So we'll update it. And if we come back and check, what we should have is an image now on the left. There is the image on the left. Okay, I think that's it. I've covered everything, the categories, adding your image, default image, featured image, an image into the text, your title, as well as publishing on the date you're working on it, or scheduling a later date for that to be published. Okay, that will do it.